What happened while we were away, brought to you by a series of random, unfortunate events. Let's begin in early 2021. The first of several hundred pro-Trump protesters were arrested and charged with various crimes related to the events at the Capitol on January 6th of that year. Since that time, due process has been all but ignored. Peaceful protesters have been sentenced to prison for the crime of trespassing, and many still await a hearing, unable to post bail, and sit in squalid conditions in the D.C. gulag. They even sent an elderly grandmother with cancer to prison for having the audacity to show her face at the January 6th rally. Our next random unfortunate event arose later in 2021 when the Biden administration attempted to distract the nation from its disastrous exit from Afghanistan by executive fiat, cajoling private businesses across the country into forcing their employees to take the COVID jab or risk losing their jobs. Eventually, the private business COVID jab gambit failed in the courts, but the administration was successful in forcing hospital staff and much of the military into taking the jab. Speaking of the military, the exact number is hard to come by, but it's believed between 10 and upwards of 60,000 members of the armed services have been kicked out or had their wages messed with for refusing to take the experimental jabs. The next random, unfortunate event happened just over the weekend when the Senate passed a rebrand of the Build Back Better bill, this time deceitfully rebranded as the Inflation Reduction Act. The Inflation Reduction Act is nearly $1 trillion, will not reduce inflation, contains hundreds of billions of dollars for green energy boondoggles, raises taxes on businesses and those making under $400,000 a year, and doubles the size of the Internal Revenue Service, providing $80 billion in funding to hire more than 87,000 new tax collectors. This is the same IRS that purchased $700,000 worth of ammunition for its Criminal Investigation Division earlier this year. Our final random unfortunate event happened just yesterday, and it's a crossing of a Rubicon. The Department of Justice ordered the FBI to conduct a raid on Donald Trump's Florida residence, Mar-a-Lago, ostensibly having something to do with the events at the Capitol on January 6th of last year. The DOJ, which is, of course, under control by the Biden White House, let's not be coy here, sicked the nation's most powerful law enforcement agency on the de facto leader of his political opposition in broad daylight, guns literally out. All of these random, unfortunate events happened after they shut your business down, tried to lock you in your homes, told you liquor stores were more essential than churches, denied you life-saving treatments, and called you a conspiracy theorist just for being right about COVID. I don't know what's next in the series of random, unfortunate events. I just know it's getting hotter. And that's what happened while we were away.